Hello everyone. Let's learn about the inverse trigonometric function. In that today we'll talk about some formulas related with the inverse trigonometric function. Okay, their principal range, their domain, okay, and many more things. So as we earlier we discussed, the value of the sine inverse x lies from 0, not 0, minus pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, where the value of the cos inverse x, which lies from 0 to pi. Okay, so we discussed the principal interval. This is called the principal interval, but it will not fixed. Okay, it will change. So according to the question, you have to select the principal interval. But if the interval is not given in the question, then you have to select the principal interval equal will be for the sine inverse x, it will be from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and for the cos inverse x, it will be from 0 to pi. But most of the question you will get the principal interval like this only, because this is the standard principal interval. Understood? So we can say that here the value of sine inverse x lies from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, means whenever you will get the answer for the any sine inverse, okay, for the any sine inverse, your answer should be always in between minus 90 degree to 90 degree. I got it. So, and the value of cos inverse x means if you are solving the cos inverse x, then your answer should be always lies between 0 to pi. Okay, so you cannot say the cos inverse x will be the 360 degree. Why we cannot say that equal to 360 degree? So when we talk about in terms of the principal interval, it always lies from 0 to 180 degree only. Okay, now here the condition on x. Here we cannot put x greater than 1 or x less than minus 1. So we have to restrict the here x. Okay, so if you talk about domain of the sine inverse x, the domain always lies, means here we can say the x always belongs from minus 1 to 1 only. Okay, x belongs from minus 1 to 1 only. For the cos inverse x also, okay, for the cos inverse x also, in that x, the domain of that cos inverse x will be belongs from minus 1 to 1 only. Any problem with this? Are you clear with this part, Tanay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to keep this thing in your mind every time. The value of the x. So if I ask you what is the value of sine inverse 2, you can say that sine inverse 2 does not exist basically. Okay, there's no any certain value for the sine inverse 2 because it is not defined. There x should be lies between minus 1 to 1. Okay, and the what the for the cos inverse the same. Okay, now we discuss about the tan inverse x also and the cot. So if you go to that previous lecture and if you look at that chart, then you will get the everything from there. So I will not discuss that part. Okay, now we will talk about the coordinate system to we can say that not coordinate quadrant system to represent the inverse. Okay, so suppose we have here, let's say the 0. Okay, 0 degree. Let's assume this is what 90 degree, or you can say that what pi by 2. Can you say this is the plus? This is what the pi or 180 degree. What about this part? What about this part? Yes, the below one. Can we say this is the minus pi by 2? Okay, this is the what minus pi by 2. So we have two, you can say that we have two types or two groups of inverse trigonometric function. First group is lies, okay, from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and the second group lies from 0 to pi. Okay, so first we will discuss the first group, which lies from either you can move to 0 to pi and you can move to 0 to minus pi by 2. So in this segment, okay, so you can for the first and the fourth in this segment, the group of the inverse function or is lies here, the sine inverse x. After that we know that the sine is closely related with what tan, so tan inverse x, and the reciprocal of sine inverse x, that is what not reciprocal of, we can say that sine inverse x. Okay, we know that the what we can say the reciprocal of sine x is cosec x. So obviously the sine inverse x से जो थोड़ा सा related रहने वाला वो कौन सा term बनेगा, that is the cosec inverse x. So all these three always belongs from the first group. The first group means what? It either will lie from the 0 to pi by 2 or what? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Means whenever you have to discuss this, okay, when we have to discuss this part, okay, so we have to think for either for the first quadrant or either for the fourth quadrant. Okay, so when we have to think for the first quadrant and when we have to think for the fourth quadrant. So when x is positive, then first quadrant, when x is positive, then first quadrant, and when x is negative, then fourth quadrant. When x will be negative, x will be positive. When x will be negative, then fourth quadrant. Means if I ask you what will the value of sine inverse minus, so for example, if I ask you what will the value of sine inverse half, okay, sine inverse half, sine inverse half, yes. So look at the value of x. X is positive here. We have to think for the first quadrant. Okay, we have to think for the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, the angle belongs from 0 to 90 degree. That's why the answer for sine inverse half will be कितना हो जाएगा बताइए? तो sin half किस एंगल के लिए होता है? 30. So we'll get here the sin inverse half equal to pi by 6. Got this? But if I ask you what will be the value for sin inverse minus half? Sin inverse minus half? Then in that case here x is negative. X here is what? Negative. And for that negative x, we have to look for the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, the angle is belongs from what? Angle कहां से कहां तक है? 0 से minus pi by 2 तक है. Means इसका जो आंसर होगा that will be the minus pi by 6. The minus pi by 6. Got this? Now we have the second type of we can say that the group or second group we have here, which lies from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, and that group is basically categorized as the cos inverse x, cot inverse x, and what about the next? The sec inverse x. Understood? Yes. But when we have to talk about for the first quadrant and when we have to talk for the second quadrant. So for this group, okay, when we talk about if suppose if your x is positive, okay, x is positive. If x will be positive, then first quadrant. So for the positive, always first quadrant. Okay, for the positive, always first quadrant. But let's assume that x is negative, then x is negative, or x will be negative. In that case, we have to talk about, we have to take value from second quadrant. Are you clear with this? So if I ask you here, what will be the value of cos inverse 1 by root 2? So 1 by root 2, here x is positive, cos inverse x. So here x is what? It is positive. And for that, we have to look for the first quadrant angle. And the angle of the first quadrant lies from where to where? 0 to 90 degree. That's why cos inverse 1 by root 2 will be what? 45 degree. That is what? Pi by 4. But when we talk about cos inverse minus 1 by root 2, cos inverse minus 1 by root 2. So for that, okay, for that, what we have to do here? We have to look for the second quadrant. And what is the angle of second quadrant? What is the angle of second quadrant, guys? The angle of the first quadrant is theta. Okay, if you look at the angle, the angle of the first quadrant is written as theta. Angle of the second quadrant is written as pi minus theta. Angle of the third quadrant, if you move in the anti-clockwise, then theta. If you move in the clockwise, then it is treated as minus theta. Okay, so here theta, here pi minus theta. So the right now, if I have to deal with the second quadrant angle, then I will add on pi minus theta is what? 1 by for cos inverse 1 by root 2 कितना होता है? The pi by 4. The answer will be here 3 pi by 4. Okay, so we have to discuss here two things. The first thing is, are we dealing with the positive x or are we dealing with the negative x? If we are dealing with the positive x, then we have to move for the first quadrant. Okay, but if we are dealing with the negative x, then we have to move for the what? Either for the fourth quadrant or for the second quadrant. So for the first group, we have to move for the fourth quadrant, and for the second group, we have to move for the second quadrant. Are you clear with this part, Sri? So can we say that for the principal interval, the inverse of trigonometric function will not exist in the third quadrant? Yes, because we saw here either we have to deal with, या तो हम फर्स्ट और फोर्थ में डील करेंगे और फर्स्ट और सेकंड में डील करेंगे. So there is no relation with what? Third quadrant. For the principal interval means the given interval जो हम लोगों ने assume कर रखा है. Okay, so for that we will not discuss. So if you are getting any angle or if you are getting the solution of any trigonometric inverse as G1 like 180 to 270, 180 to 270, at that time your answer is wrong. Okay, why? Because we are not dealing our inverse in the third quadrant. This part clear? Either the first, second or first and fourth. ठीक है? Now कुछ बातें आप लोगों को अभी दिमाग में आ रहा होगा कि सर कैसे सॉल्व किया जाएगा, क्या होगा नहीं होगा. मैं इनके लिए अभी एक छोटा सा ट्रिक देता हूं आपको. रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. Trigonometric function is a number. Is a number that is basically represented as x. Okay. Number means what? X, Y आप कुछ भी ले सकते हो. ठीक है? That is a number. But inverse trigonometric function is an angle. Is an angle means theta. Is an angle theta. So if I ask you here, sine 30 degree equal to how much? What is the value of sine 30 degree? 1/2. Or we can say that sine 30 instead of the 30, I can write on pi by 6. Yes, sine pi by 6 is what? 1/2. Now take this, the sine, the complete this part here. So can we say that here, if pi by 6 basically equal to the sine inverse 1/2? Understood? If I ask you, what will be the value of cos pi by 3? It is equal to also 1/2. So if I take this cos that side, I will get pi by 3 equal to what? The cos inverse half. Okay. Now, suppose if I have to define tan pi by 2, what is tan pi by 2? Tan pi by 2. Undefined. Let's assume that it's infinity. It is not basically equal, but for some time, let's assume it equal to infinity. Can we say that pi by 2 will be equal to what? Tan inverse infinity. If I ask you, what is the value of sine pi by 2? Sine pi by 2, guys. What is the value of sine pi by 2?
1.
1. So here pi by 2 will be equal to the sine inverse half to solve. Okay, and trigonometric function, for trigonometric function we will get an answer as number, but when we discussed the inverse trigonometric function, ITF, then our answer will be an angle. So from here we can say that suppose if we have x equal to sine theta, what is x here? Can we say that x is a number and theta is an angle? So from here, can we say that sine inverse x will be basically theta? Means theta is basically what? Sine inverse x. So inverse is an angle. Inverse is a what? It is an angle. But when we talk about the ratio or trigonometric function, that will be a number. Are you clear with these two parts?
Yes.
Okay. So this is important. Okay, these two is very, very important. Okay, now we'll move for the we will move to the what discussing the basically the formula related with this. Okay, the first formula that we have to prove. Okay, in every like set we will have three formula. Okay, so I will solve one and you have to solve rest of the other. Okay, the first formula we have here, sine inverse minus x equal to minus sine inverse x. We have to prove this. Okay, we have to prove this. Okay, prove this formula. Okay, prove this formula. For that, I will assume here, okay, let y equal to sine inverse, y equal to what? Sine inverse minus x. Can we assume like this? Y equal to sine inverse minus x. Yes. Now take this sine this side. So we'll get here sine y equal to what? Minus x. Yes, Tanay? Can I shift this minus that side? Because if you look at this part, okay, in the right side, there will be what? No minus x. There will what? No minus x. There is no minus x. It means that I have to shift this minus that side, so I can shift this as what? Minus sine y equal to x. Now, what is the formula for minus sine theta? Can anyone? What is the formula for minus sine theta? Can we say that it is equal to sine minus theta? Exactly. So can I write on this is what? Basically sine minus y equal to x. Yes. Now, if I take this term here, this sine this here, I will get minus y equal to what? Sine inverse x. Yes. Now, can I shift this minus this side? So I will get y equal to minus sine inverse x. But what was it? ry? y क्या था हमारा? y हमने किसको assume किया था? y was sine inverse minus x, and we got here the minus sine inverse x. Understood? Yes or no? Okay. Now this is the homework for you guys. Student, you have to solve this homework. Okay. और आपको खुद से एकदम दिमाग लगा करना है. With the, you have to follow the same method. Okay, same method. The homework, first homework we is prove that tan inverse minus x equal to minus tan inverse x, and the second is to prove that sine cosec inverse minus x equal to minus cosec inverse x. Okay. So we have to discuss this formula now. So we have to prove this three formula. इसमें से मैं एक करने वाला हूँ. कोई आप लोग बताइए कौन सा फॉर्मूला करना है. तो फॉर द cos cot और sec कौन सा फॉर्मूला मैं करूँ? I will prove one here. Yes. Which one? The first one. Okay. No issue. So for the first one, what I will consider? I will consider here, or I will assume that let y equal to cos inverse minus x. Can I shift this cos inverse that side? So I'll get what here? Cos y equal to what? Minus x. Yes. Now if I shift this minus that side, because I want the x as a positive. Right side we want x as a positive. That's why I have to keep this x as a positive. तो minus cos side लेके जाएंगे. So minus cos y equal to what? X. And what is the formula for minus cos theta? Yes, students. What is the formula for cos? Oh, sorry, minus cos theta. And we know that we have restriction. We have to either think. We have to think for the first, fourth, and second quadrant. Yes. So in the fourth cos is positive. तो उसके लिए तो मिलेगा ही नहीं. कोई भी एंगल को एडजस्ट करो. सेकंड में नेगेटिव मिलता है cos. Okay, और फोर्थ में पॉजिटिव रहता है. तो we don't have any option for the first and fourth, but we have option for what? Second quadrant. So what is the angle of second quadrant, guys? Pi minus theta. यहाँ पे क्या लिखूंगा? Can we write on minus cos theta is basically cos pi minus theta? Because this angle belongs to second quadrant, that's why cos will be negative, so minus, and there will be no effect of this this complementary angle, the pi. तो कितना आ जाएगा? डायरेक्ट cos theta आ जाएगा. Understood? So instead of minus cos theta, can I write down here? It will be basically equal to cos pi minus theta. That will be equal to x. After that, take this cos this side. We will get here pi minus theta is basically equal to cos inverse x. Yes. Now, theta nahi hoga. We have to put here y na. Yes, because theta is y. Y here. Okay. Now take this cos this side. So pi minus cos inverse x is equal to y. So can we say that y equal to what basically? Pi minus cos inverse x. Okay. Now, what is the value of and what is this equal to? Y equal to what?
Cos inverse minus x.
Exactly. So cos inverse minus x we assumed here. Okay. So can we write on this y equal to basically cos inverse minus x, and that will be equal to pi minus cos inverse x. So this is the proof of your first problem. Got this point? Good. Now the next type of or next set of we consider inverse is sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2 for the all domain of x and y. Okay. Now start करते हैं इसका proof के लिए. तो which one? कौन सा करना है? First, second, third. I will solve one. Okay. First, second, third.
First.
First. Okay. For the first, I'll consider let y equal to sin inverse x. Okay. Y equal to what? Sin inverse x. So can I take this sign that side? So I'll get sin y equal to x. What is sin y basically? Can we say that it is? Because if you look at the question, it is also related with the cos inverse. So can I convert sin y into cos? So can we say that this is basically cos the pi by 2 minus y? Cos 90 minus theta is what? Sin theta? Yes. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So can we write on like this? That will be equal to x. Now take this cos that side. So we'll get here pi by 2 minus y equal to cos inverse x. So pi by 2 minus what is y? What is y? क्या है y? Instead of this y, we got this na pi by 2 minus y equal to cos inverse x. But I can write on y is basically sin inverse x. So pi by 2 minus sin inverse x equal to cos inverse x. And from here I can write on the pi by 2 equal to sin inverse x plus cos inverse x. And this is proof. Okay. Understood? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is your first exercise. Okay. Exercise 2.1. So try to solve question number first to question number 6. Okay. Okay, श्रीहरि बताइए फर्स्ट का आंसर क्या आया है? यस श्रीहरि answer for the first question. Chalo. How much?
Sine minus pi by 6.
Sine minus pi by 6. Huh? What is this sine minus pi by? ये तो खिचड़ी करना हो गया, क्या कर रहे हो?
Just minus pi by 6.
It is just a minus pi by 6. Inverse is an angle. Okay. If you write down like sine minus pi by 6, it will be what? A number. ये number हो जाएगा. Okay. The answer is just a minus pi by 6. What is the answer for this? 3.
Also pi by 6.
It is also pi by 6. Nouris, what is the answer for this? Cosec inverse 2.
Pi by 6.
Cosec 2, yeah, pi by 6. What is the answer for this? Tan inverse minus root 3, Nourish?
Pi by 3.
It is a pi by 3 only?
Sir,
Sorry,
minus pi by 3.
minus pi.
Yeah, minus pi by 3. Nasreen, what will be the answer for this? Cos inverse minus half?
Sir, actually, I've solved only till 4th question.
Okay, no issue. So, Mehak, what is the answer for cos inverse minus half?
2 pi by 3.
Exactly, 2 pi by 3. Why? Because we know that cos inverse minus half will be basically equal to what? The pi minus for the negative cos. Okay, याद है आपको माइनस से रहता है cos inverse में क्या लिखते हैं? Pi minus cos inverse x means half plus. So pi minus what is the value of this part? कितने डिग्री के लिए होता है half cos? Pi by 3. So if you solve this, you will get 2 pi by 3. What is the answer for question number 6?
Minus pi by 4.
Minus pi by 4. Okay. So this is the all about your 2.1 till 6. Okay. Now the homework is you have to complete this exercise. We have the more problem in this exercise. Like so you have to try from 7 to 14. Okay.